in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be talking about right now with you, ladies and gentlemen, is about modern women, black women in particular, who don't take any type of financial accountability or responsibility, whatever you want to call that. They don't want to pay their bills, or they are unable to pay their bills, or they would rather survive off your income. Even if they're bringing in the income of themselves, they want to survive off yours, which you're going to see in the first clip. Now, in this educational video, you'll also see some data, facts, statistics, percentages, and whatnot. So let's go ahead and get started. You let me know what you think about this in the comments, all right? I'll talk to you in a little bit.
$150,000, I make $50,000.
Right. We're going to have to figure out how we're going to live off this $50,000.
Come on, man.
Hold on
a second, because there must have been some loud noise up there.
I think it was
the man's got a demand or something.
Yeah, it was some type of something going on.
If you didn't see or catch that, they're going to repeat it. But basically, this woman says she makes $150,000. If she get a man that makes $50,000 a year, because she makes $150,000 a year, they're not touching her $150,000. They're going to figure out a way to survive off his $50,000. Her $150,000 don't count in any type of relationship. That's just for her. Wow.
The scenario was, which was great about Moolah.
Yeah.
The woman is making $150,000 and the man is making $50,000. Chris stated that we need to figure out how we're gonna live off this $50,000. Is that what you said?
We gonna be together, right?
We know all that. We trying to figure out these numbers.
I don't know if I'm missing it a little bit.
You make $150,000.
I make $150,000.
I make $50,000.
You make $50,000.
And
my money is inconsequential to this relationship.
Her money is inconsequential in this relationship. In other words, you can't touch my money. This is an example of an entitled woman, a selfish woman, a woman who would not make a good mate. And this is going to be one of those women who's going to always stay single unless she finds a simp or a beta male who's going to go along with that. No real self-respecting man is going to go with that. No, you can't. That's selfish, beyond selfish, okay? For example, even though she makes $150,000 a year and you make $50,000 a year as a man, I guarantee that she will still have a secret bank account just leeching off your account. You know how women have secret accounts? They try to keep away from their men, even though you are aware that she makes $150,000 annually, she probably still will have a secret account on the side when she's using your $50,000 that you make annually.
Relationship.
I like that.
We're not thinking about my money.
Let me ask you this then.
So I'm gonna leave with my $50,000.
You gonna leave with your 50.
So let me ask you this.
We're not gonna be destitute or anything, but that 50 gonna have to do some things.
So does that include marriage?
In marriage, we only talking about marriage. Boyfriend, girlfriend don't have
I'm glad she
financial
said
benefits.
that, though. I'm glad she said that. So in a marriage, if you make $150,000 and he make $50,000, we ain't working with $200,000. We working with $50,000.
That is
We working with 50.
You see,
that is hilarious to me.
her money is her money. Because it sounds like we got bad math.
We don't have
So what's the
bad
benefit?
math.
So what's the benefit?
Him
to
being with you.
What's the benefit to him?
I guess there's no benefit if we only talking dollars and cents.
Now, y'all see that shit? Y'all hear that shit? This is what we're dealing with nowadays. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you some facts, data, and statistics that's going to blow your mind about these women who keep saying they're making all this money, that they independent. Majority of women don't make that kind of money anyway. But I'm going to talk about this in these percentages. Give me a second as I pull it up on your screen. I'm going to break it down right now. Selfish mother. All right, find the right one. There we go. Let me read this to you first, make sure it's on the screen. Yeah, there it is. Put my glasses on for this. All right. For all you women who are making all this money, let's get down to the numbers. It says career advancement. 42% of black women working full-time or part-time feel they lack opportunities for career advancement or promotion compared to 35% of U.S. adults. You see, when you get all these damn degrees and shit like that, you think you're doing something. There's nothing special, because in certain businesses, in certain industry, a degree don't mean as much as you think it do. Let me give you a good example before I go into this. If you're in the hood and you can slam dunk, nobody else can slam dunk but you may think you're doing something until you go to the NBA. When you go to the NBA, even the worst playing damn basketball player can slam dunk. So it's nothing special about you. So when it says in your career advancement, you may feel like you're being passed up or don't have any opportunities for career advancement or promotion, it's because you are competing against other people who have the same amount of degrees or better than you do, okay? That's what that is. So thinking that you have all these damn degrees are not going to put you in a better situation, not as much as you think. Now, the next point, health insurance. Of those with health insurance, only 43% of black women receive it through their employer, in contrast to 53% nationwide. Now, what I want to tell you, then there half of all black women got to come out of their pocket in case something happened when it comes to a medical emergency. So that put another strain on your budget when you're working, regardless if you got degrees or high earning or anything, or you just a regular woman who makes around $30,000 or $36,000 a year. This is part of it. Okay. Another thing I'm gonna talk about retirement saving. Only 49% of black women have a 401k or other retirement savings, compared to 62% of the overall U.S. adult population. So almost half of all black women have no money saved up for retirement, okay? A lot of you black women are going to have to work well beyond 65. A lot of you black women are going to die working. You're not going to be able to take those trips you thought you'll be able to take when you got older. You're not going to be able to relax and kick your feet up and drink lemonade on the porch in your rocking chair when you're older, because you're going to have to work, all right, until you die. That is the reality for a lot of women, okay? Men alike too, but for women who think that's not going to happen, according to the numbers, almost half of you are going to work until you die. Okay? Now, excuse me. Now let's talk about the other part, paid sick leave. Just 50% of black women receive paid sick leave from their employers, while 56% of the rest of the population enjoys this benefit. So this is when you have women who say, I can't afford to miss a day of work because they don't get no paid sick leave. You really can't afford to miss a day of work because all of your bills are mounting up on you. You're being covered and clobbered by bills. Now, the source I'm citing this from is from Goldman Sachs, okay? You can look it up for yourself. But a lot of you women, half of all black women, because this is all about black women, these stats here, you can't take a day off without feeling it. You can't miss a week. You can't miss a week of work for sure. It's going to greatly impact you. Now, we're still in Goldman Sachs, okay? Now, when it comes to child care as a barrier, 19% of black women seeking employment report that child care is a barrier affecting their job search, compared to 11% of U.S. adults. Now, what that means is these are the women, excuse me, who say, I can't miss a day of work. Can you please watch my child? These are the women who say, I cannot afford daycare. I can't afford a babysitter, or I'm looking for a friend or an auntie or a family member to keep my child while I go to work, because you don't have no child care. You get what I'm saying? You don't have no one to keep your children. You don't got no way of, even with dental and all this stuff, the things that you need, good quality health care, you can't afford that. Almost 20% of you black women can't even get certain jobs because you know your children will be an issue, especially if they're toddlers. They're going to be an issue. So having children outside of wedlock with Pookie, Ray Ray, and Nook Nook is even making it hard for you to reform into a lady from a hoe, because you can't find the type of job that can help you be productive in America. Okay? Now, on this one right here, it says, black women also report a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck as they contend with mounting debt, including student loans and medical bills. The survey reveals that 71% of black women feel like they live paycheck to paycheck, compared to 63% of the general population. Notably, 37% of black women have medical debt versus 29% of the U.S. adults. Now, 37% of women have medical debt. That's women who have been to the hospital and can't pay the doctors off. These are the women who go to the hospital and they keep getting these debts, and people calling, the creditors are calling, trying to get them to pay what they're supposed to have paid. They're on payment plans with the hospital. They had procedures done, got medications from the hospital prescribed to them and stuff like that of that nature, and they can't afford it. They're drowning in debt. When an emergency happens, any type of medical emergency, they're borrowing money from other people. They're trying to find some kind of government assistance program that will help them get medical attention. These are the people who don't have health insurance. 37% of black women have medical debt, and 71% of these women feel as if they are living paycheck to paycheck compared to 63% of the general population. Like my mama told me, save up some money, because if you live paycheck to paycheck, you're going to off yourself. Basically, it's hard. It is a burden, because when you live paycheck to paycheck, anything can happen that can wipe out your finances. You have to choose between getting gas and X, Y, and Z. You have to choose between getting food or paying rent. Think about it. According to Goldman Sachs, again, it says 47% of black women with student loan debt have household incomes of less than $50,000 annually, while 64% of black women with student loans debt owe more than $25,000. Okay? If you making less than, lady, $50,000 annually, but yet you have a student loan debt that could possibly be more than $25,000, that's damn near half of what you make annually. And I have seen numbers of where women owe higher, greater debt than that. You're struggling. You're almost at the poverty line. Now, it is very important to understand that. Let me put it up here right quick. You might see it better like this. 1 second. I gave you those numbers. I'm going to give you one more number because you got to see what I'm saying. Have you noticed when I was reading those stats, it kept saying this about the population, 24% of this against 60% and all this shit of the population. Let me tell you what that means. Why that's important. Make sure it's on the screen for you first. Okay, it is. Black women only make 7.7% of the total U.S. population, and 15.3% of the U.S. population are women, according to the United States Census. Now, understand that 7.7% of the women in America are black, but yet they have the most percentage in debt. 40% this, 50% that, 27% this, 13% that. They own the majority of the, not all, but they own most of the debt in America, the black women, and they only make up less than 10% of women in America. So all those degrees, you got to pay for that shit back. Some of you get degrees and don't get jobs that correlate with the degree. You may get a career in poetry, which is a useless degree. You can't make money off that shit. But you'll get a degree in that and then go work at the damn factory. That is what happens with a lot of you. A lot of you get degrees and then get jobs that don't match your degree. But what doesn't go away is the student loan debt. Okay? So let's go to the other. Now, I showed you the first clip of a woman who is just absolutely selfish, right? If she making $1 million and you made $30,000, gentlemen, she will still expect for you to provide a certain type of lifestyle for her. Now, let's do this one right here. I want you to hear what the lady got to say right here. 1 second. Let me put this right for me. Now, this is very, very, very important, ladies. I want you to pay attention to what she's about to tell you.
Relationship turns out.
Hold on, let me turn the music down a little bit and turn her up a little bit. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
However that relationship turns out, do not have children that you cannot afford on your own.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. A lot of you women are having too many damn babies and you can't afford those babies. Stop getting babies that you cannot afford. How do you know that you can't afford them? When you have to call somebody else to do anything for them. Baby daddy, can you give me some money for school supplies? Mama, can I borrow some money for some school clothes for my children? Daddy, can you pick up my children? If you cannot provide for those children and you are a single mother, you should not be having all these goddamn babies. The government can only pay you so much for each child that you bring into this world. And then some of you are surviving and hoping that you get child support checks. And those child support checks are not always sufficient enough to cover the expensive cost of raising a child. Now in 2024, according to the statistic, which I don't have right now, it costs over $250,000 or close to $300,000 to raise one child starting from the age of 1 to 18. That's everything you put into this child before he gets to 18. You're not even thinking about college if you can afford that, or even help, or even save money for that. Okay? Stop having all these damn bastard children with men who you are not married to. Okay? Marry before you carry. Okay? Stop having all these different baby daddies and shit like that. Okay? Because you're putting a lot of strain on yourself. You're putting strain on the taxpayers. Okay? You're in our pockets. All right? So stop having these type of children when you cannot afford these children. Let's get back to what this lady said, because this lady is speaking some real shit at this point.
Out. Do not have children that you cannot afford on your own. I'll give you a quick example. Let's say something happens with that child where that child needs school clothes. And you're thinking in your mind, okay, I'm going to call up so-and-so. We're going to go half, 50-50. Like I said, some people don't have child support orders in place. Some people do. In this case, let's say you don't. You're waiting because you cannot afford to go out, do what you need to do financially for that child on your own because you're waiting on someone else.
Exactly. If you're waiting on someone else to provide basic needs for a child, and you already got one child, you can barely afford having one child in your life, why in the hell are you not using protection? Why are you not using contraceptives? Why are you not making better decisions to keep you from getting pregnant by random men that you're sleeping with? Okay? You're hurting yourself financially. You're not hurting nobody else but you and that child, because that child gonna grow up poor and seeing all the things that that child wish he or she could have, that her companions, her peers, her friends in school can have, or his school, or you know what I'm trying to say here. All right? Keep going.
Even if that person is playing mind games with you, different things like that. Guys, protect your peace at all costs.
Exactly. Okay. We got one more clip for you. Give me 1 second. There it is. Now listen to this. This is a great classic example of a woman not wanting to take accountability. And believe it or not, this type of mindset do exist in many modern day women.
Why are you not paying them?
Because why would I?
Why are you not paying them?
Because why would I?
No, like if it starts back up, if none of them are forgiven,
I mean,
you'll just not pay them?
yeah,
And that hurts your credit. You don't care?
yeah,
It might go to collections and people could come after you and potentially
Yeah.
sue you. You do not care.
no.
The thing is, just like, okay, responsibility aside, okay, the repercussions of not paying the student loan debt, what are they going to do? If there's no money to collect, you know, if it gets sent to collections, what are they going to get? It sounds like this person has nothing.
Student loans that were a contract.
Now you see this woman, see a lot of you are getting these type of contracts, student loans, credit cards and all this stuff like that, and you have no intention of paying these people. People are calling you all the time, leaving messages on your answer machine, on your voicemail. You done gave these people references. They calling your family members, your cousins, your friends, telling them to send you a message, telling them this message is for Jeremy Hill. Please have Jeremy Hill to contact me at 1-888-8888 about a sensitive matter and shit like that. And you knew when you borrowed the money, whatever you did, that you wasn't going to pay it back. You may have made 1 or 2 payments through whatever it is, but then you say, fuck it, I want to spend my money on other things, like my eyelashes, like my hair weave, like other little trivial shit like that. Fuck my credit. So you're not a forward-thinking woman, because one day you're going to want to have a house. And the things that you're doing right now that's affecting your credit is going to make it extremely difficult for you to have a house. And it's going to make your interest rate that you're paying on top of your principal when you get the house extremely high, because you don't have a good credit score, okay? In the 700s or the 800s, your damn credit score may be 200 negative right now, and you have to work on that. Creditrepair.com is what I suggest. That's what I used before. Before I got up close to 800, I used them, and it took them almost 2.5 years to do that. It's going to be a process of time, but you have to continue to pay these people, okay? It ain't too late, but that's what you're going to have to do, because a lot of you will never own a home. A lot of you won't. A lot of you not even thinking like that. A lot of you are thinking about, I would like to have one. Well, like to have one does not make shit happen. You have to put forth the effort to make this shit happen, okay? It don't fall in your lap. And the thing is, women, when you think like this woman right here, this black lady right here, with absolutely no responsibility to shit in life, all she gonna do is look good by putting on clothes, put on makeup, put on some funk ass perfume, buy that old stinking ass lotion with the glitter and shit on it, and rub it over her face and shit, where it look like she's sparkling like a firecracker and shit. Get ran through, get a couple tattoos and shit. Have Pookie and Ray Ray run a train on her and eat people booty and shit. And then when she get 40 years old, she gonna be looking around with all these bastard children that she got from random men. She gonna ask herself, where are all the good men? They are with the women who kept their credit up. They are with the women who understood that they had to be responsible for their financial debt. That's where the men are at. The men of substance, men of good character and quality, they are not going to settle for anything less than that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
That you signed with your name, agreeing to pay back, do you not feel a moral responsibility?
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the credit card? Do you feel a moral responsibility to pay that back?
Not at all.
Do you feel moral responsibility to pay your rent?
Honestly, no, because my landlord's a dick.
Do you have any financial goals in the future, and how are you going to meet them?
I mean, I would like to have a house. Hopefully I win the lottery one day. That's
But
the
no
plan.
moral obligation to pay for that house, right?
Bingo.
This is real, which is crazy. Again, the lottery is going to be the scapegoat. Like, oh, if I win the lottery, then I'll be fine. And then you leave it up to like total chance. But let's see if they get any better.
And that's something. These women are so delusional. I'll win the lottery. The chances of that, like what, 1 or 2 or 3 in a million? Boy, you hold something else, brother. Anyway, I know there's gonna be a Super Bowl today. I know most of you gonna be watching it, so I'm not gonna do my live stream, so it won't interfere with that. But I will be pushing my live stream maybe Tuesday. I'm thinking I might be doing Tuesday. I think I box on Tuesday. It's gonna be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do a live stream. I'm trying to do more through the week, like I've been doing. I've been adding more live streams through the week, and I still try to get one done on Sundays and stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to think of any more announcements. Hold on, I'll put this on the screen. Let me do like I see the other content creators. That's my Cash App right there. If you want to send me some money, I greatly appreciate it. So I can buy some more cigars and another bottle of scotch. Cash App is $JH Show. That's JHSHOW. Now you can go follow me on my TikTok. Going across the screen, TikTok at the Jeremy Hill Show. I'm building that up. I'll be releasing some more content on my TikTok sometime this week. All right. Because I go there every now and then, but I'm mostly on YouTube. But I'll be going over there to, I'm chopping up some stuff and editing it now to put on TikTok. So go ahead and do me a favor so I can begin live streaming there as well. My TikTok, okay, at Jeremy Hill Show. Be sure to get there. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, if you want me to do videos, I made this for y'all. You have to purchase a membership if you want me to do a video about a certain topic. Because I get a lot of people ask me that. The only time I ever make a video by request is when I get a member. A member is different from a subscriber. The member is also a subscriber, but the member is paying a monthly subscription. And that is the perk and the benefit of being a member of the Jeremy Hill Show, is that I will take time to release a video for you. Now, when you ask for it and I tell you I'm going to do it, you may not get that video that day, but I will definitely let you know when I will be dropping your video. And if you want a shout out before I do the video or as I do the video, I will also attempt to do that as well. That's part of this business that I'm doing, okay? Also, I life coach. I got 3 clients right now. I had 4, but I had good results. That's over with, so I got 3 now. If you want me to life coach you, you're going to have to email me at my email address, which is this right here, the Jeremy Hill Show 1 at gmail.com. Jeremy Hill Show, the number 1 at gmail.com. And we can set up and talk about the prices of what I can do for you. I'm trying to think what it. Oh yeah, I will be having merchandise that I'll be selling pretty soon. Well, I'm getting it up in the next couple months. I had to do all the legal things first, making sure everything is getting trademarked and registered. That's why I haven't did some of this shit yet. I don't want to just make something. So I already have my lawyer in it. Costs about $1,000 to get the process done. And I'm just waiting for it to get filed, on the way to the file, and it should be probably, I think, on Monday or some shit like that. And when it get done, then I can go ahead and start using that slogan, okay? So I'll just let you know, it's a few interesting development that's going on the Jeremy Hill Show. All right, then. I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. This will be the last video today. I'm going to take the rest of the day off, and I'll be seeing y'all, I guess, on Tuesday. That's what I think it's going to be. So y'all have a good one. You hear?